Thank you very much. Bud Pelsor is in the house, and he's here to talk about Dog Patch and plans for the future. And he's the new owner of Dog Patch, and we want to welcome Bud to the show. Thank you, Bud, for coming.
Well, thank you for having me. I'm privileged.
Good deal.
I really like your show.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Well, you did call me and you said, how do we get involved with all that? I want to connect with the people of the area, let them know what's going on.
There's people out there wanting to know what's going on. So.
Well, I'll be glad to tell them, and I suppose that's what you want me to do now.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Sure.
Okay. Well, I guess everybody that drives by has witnessed us cleaning up a lot, and that's what we're going to continue doing is cleaning up. Of course, we had a fire that destroyed 3 buildings, and so we'll be...
Now, were these buildings all connected to one, or did somebody set fire to each one of them?
They were close together, and
Okay.
so the fire jumped from one to the other.
Okay.
So arson was
Yes.
determined?
Somebody did start a fire.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure it was arson.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll...
But that's
we'll-
that's just a slight
Right.
stumbling block.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
I was talking to you out in the hallway there, and I got the impression, and you confirmed that nothing slows you down. You look at things, adverse things in a positive light, and we're going to take them and go on.
That's it. We're going to rebuild. We'll build. You know, history's lost. We can't replace history. All we can do is put a building in there we hope everyone will like. And
Do you have phases of what you want to do?
Yes.
Like small phases? I think
Okay.
in the paper we read that you were going to get the trout farm going.
Yes.
At some point. That's your first thing?
well, we thought the trout farm was going to be the first thing, but it really looks like our blacksmith and some of our artists are going to come back.
Okay.
And that'll
Okay.
help initiate the kickoff.
Yeah. So you're going to get some local people
Local
that
people.
have Ozark craft artisans,
Yes.
and you're going to start off with a small core of those.
Yes.
See what the consensus is, drawing people in, and then just build from there.
Build from there.
You know, that is, I think, as people drive by and they hang their head and say, "Oh, I just hate to see it that way." You know, I think that a small nucleus like that, and you build from that, people will really respond well to that. You think?
They have been. They
Yes.
have been. We have a lot of people offering to volunteer. We have a lot of people that just show up, and just a lot of fondness for the place, and so you know it does your heart good to see how many people really love the place, and
Yeah.
it is a very
Yeah.
very lovely place to be.
Well, we're all looking to you to make this happen.
You bet.
Uh-oh.
Do you feel the weight on your shoulders?
I do. I do.
Do you
Are
feel
you
it?
from
Yeah.
here? From this
No,
area?
no, I have roots here. My father, of course, we're a Pelsor, and my father stayed in touch with a Pelsor in Pelsor, Arkansas. My father died 22 years ago, and I never stayed in touch with the people in Pelsor. But I have friends in Deer, have friends in Harrison, and so I was always coming down here, and I got to see the park open. I got to see the park closed a bunch of times, and it broke my heart every time I came. And I fell in love with the place.
Oh, sure, as we all have here. It's such a great location, a locale for just the trout and trout farm and the trolley going up and down, and just it's almost unspoiled.
It is.
I know that there's rides and things going to it, but it stays kind of rustic as it throughout the years.
And we'll keep it that way. We won't be a thrill park in the sense of rides.
Right.
Thrills are cheap and short-lived. We're building an eco destination. We're
Right.
An information destination where people will come and learn to grow food in a better way. Our organic standards are not enough. You hear the buzzword sustainable
Yeah.
living. Well, sustainable is a net zero. And if 99% of the people on the planet practice sustainable living, the planet is still a net negative.
Yeah.
Because if 99% of the people are a net zero and 1% is going backwards, then the planet as a whole is going backwards. My goal is to go forward with better than sustainable living standards. My goal is to start growing food on a medicinal level that actually is medicinal instead of just
So you'll
sustainable.
have demonstrations of that and actual hydroponics and things like that, or?
We're beyond hydroponic.
Okay.
We're a little beyond hydroponic in what we're doing. Yes, it will be people, hopefully children will come and learn, and that way, you know, when you teach the children, it's a lifetime of learning.
Exactly.
And so we hope that people will come and learn how to grow food that's not contaminated. Our food source is universally contaminated in America, period. And so we need to get above that.
Will you, you know, you're going to bring in blacksmiths and different artisans. Are you going to demonstrate that lifestyle too?
Yes, yes. Everything that we do in the park will have a training curriculum associated with it. The wood carvers, if you want to learn to carve wood, we'll have some of the finest wood carvers in the, well, some of. We will have the finest wood carvers.
What
in the
about
world.
music? Have you thought about music?
Oh, the music will be there, yes.
Yeah, bluegrass and different things.
We'll have every local artist, all the local talent is welcome. We want them. And during the first River Walk, we had Justice, which is a local band, very talented. The James White Trio, love James White. His just the groups we had, and Little Buffalo River Band.
Yeah.
And so we had those three groups the first River Walk. We hope to have all three of those groups back in May for the second
We're
River
having
Walk.
another one in May, okay.
And we hope to have some more musicians besides that.
Okay.
Wait, I want to know what you brought.
Your claim to fame, we want to talk about. You brought this, and I said, what is that thing?
That's a spill-proof water bowl. Would you like a demonstration?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is a result of all of my years of engineering at University of Louisville.
Okay.
And of course, your animal can drink out of that because the water is right there, and then you can turn it upside down.
Seriously.
Oops.
Oh, and you
Oops.
dropped it and it didn't spill. That's
Wow.
cool.
All right.
Have you got a patent on that thing?
Yes, I do.
I bet you do.
I have 3 patents, and I have I'm patented internationally. I think we're
Good
patented
deal.
in something like 13 countries. And
Yeah, I would
in the
think something
world.
like that, you need a patent.
Yes,
Keep
yes,
the
sir.
money
Now, can
flowing
you
in.
fill that thing full and still do all that?
Well,
Is
you
there a
can
certain
fill it
level?
full, and
Bring it
some
up
will-
on the table here. Just
and
leave it up
some
on the
will
table.
spill out if you fill it. If you overfill
There's
it, some
a
will spill
limit
out.
to it, I guess.
But you will not be able to get more than a quart.
Okay.
The quart will stay in that bowl.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's I see the water in there now. This is the frustrating part for an animal. They get in a hurry, they knock the bowl over, but this will stop all that. Just
Awesome.
enough for their nozzle to get in there.
Oh yeah, they drink with their tongue. They just stick their tongue in there and drink out of it. And if they knock
Did
their
you like demonstrate that to come up with that idea?
Gonna keep his mouth shut.
Okay,
you-
sorry, I had to ask.
But you see, if the bowl is turned over on the floor and your animal's thirsty, he'll take his paw and he'll paw at
And
it.
it'll
Look
go
at
right
that.
over.
And but that was a part of the
You
design
had it all.
too. Because he's doing
Well,
this.
I wish I could take credit for all that engineering. You know, a lot of things are just accidental
just happen.
engineering.
Right.
And just, you know, after I designed it, people said, wow, ants can't get in that, birds can't perch on that. You did a real good job of engineering. I said, yes, I
Yes,
had-
sir.
I
Absolutely.
sure did.
Well, what's the date in May that you're going to have that river walk?
Tentatively, the second weekend in May,
Okay.
I think that is the 9th and 10th.
Okay.
Okay.
That's tentative. We're going to watch the long-range weather, and of course, we
Sure,
have a lot of people to coordinate and
Yeah,
make
I
sure.
think one of before got rained out or snowed out.
Well, we had a rain date.
Yeah, rain date, yeah.
And we made it though. We got on our date that we planned, and it turned off great, and we were real lucky. And of course, part of it will be around your schedule because we want you guys to be there to Riverwalk.
Love to do a show down there. We ought to.
That'd be
Just
neat.
do a show down there.
Well, my invitation to you guys to come anytime, and especially during the Riverwalk.
Okay.
Okay.
We'd
Thank
love
you.
to have you.
Well, Bud, we're out of time. We want to ask you to an open invitation to come back sometime
do.
and give us some updates on how it's going, because I think it's really important that our viewers know, if they don't drive by a dog patch every day, it'd be nice for them to know what's going on and what you're up to.
Our Facebook page, Dog Patch USA. Stay in touch there. We'll announce everything through there, and I'll keep you updated on
Okay.
everything we do.
Sure. Yeah, you've got my
Thank you,
personal
sir.
phone number.
Well, thank
Please,
you for
please
having
don't call me so much.
Okay.
Thanks, Bud.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Dan.
it,
I
buddy.
appreciate it very much.
We'd like to thank all the guests been on the show today, and thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. That was awesome.
All right.